Do you think this woman has defamed me by linking me with murderers? Do you think this woman has defamed me by putting me on a list of banned individuals for my thoughts and my speech as opposed to my actions? Well, if you do, then you agree with me. I believe that the Home Secretary of England either owes me an apology, takes my name off the list, or I'm going to sue her personally as a private citizen when she leaves office. And I don't know whether or not she is going to be protected after she is out of office from a defamation lawsuit, but I can guarantee you one thing. I will sue her until the last day on earth to prove that she, in fact, is the individual who the English should be afraid of, not me. Victorville, California. Grace, you're up on the Savage Nation. Go ahead, please.
Yes, Dr. Savage, I'm a first-time caller, and I am just seething. It's unimaginable to me how there is such a strong effort to stifle the First Amendment freedom of speech, which is what you are all about. And I heard the beginning of the story on Jerry Doyle. And God
bless Jerry and such and other hosts who have covered this. I can't say that for many others in the business, but I want to thank Matt Drudge for running this all day. That's where I saw it, by the way. Woke up, went on my emails, went on to Drudge Report, says radio host Michael Savage banned from UK for extreme views. Then it says Savage considering legal action against Britain's top security official, and my good friends and colleagues at WorldNet Daily, Joe Farr in particular, put his entire team of journalists on this all day. I have been deluged from the morning until I went on the air with requests for interviews. The BBC wanted me to do some television. I didn't have the time for it. ABC News wanted me on Nightline. I couldn't do it. I didn't have the time. There are other shows I won't name who have invited me on, and I will try to do some of them tomorrow to defend my name and my honor and, of course, the First Amendment. And this should transcend all political beliefs. America right now has to come together. This should be the spark that unites America, not disunites America. You should come to understand the danger we are in when we let such minuscule minds take away the very freedoms that your ancestors died for. And thank God the United States of America was created specifically to get away from these midget brains over there in England. But this is a repetition of history, is it not? This is exactly what went on in England in the 1930s, just as Hitler was taking over one European nation after another. They had a leader who was appeasing him. The leader was named Neville Chamberlain. And they banned the one Briton who opposed Hitler. That is the most prominent Briton in the opposing Conservative Party, Winston Churchill. They would not let Churchill speak in the House of Parliament. They said he is speaking in evil ways or whatever about the Germans and the German people, and they wouldn't let him speak. And I don't have to tell you what happened soon thereafter. We are at war, ladies and gentlemen, and either you understand that you are at war, whether you want to be or not, and you decide which side to take, lightness or darkness, or you will descend, and I will descend with you into 1,000 years of darkness. That is where we are today in America. Oh, today it's Michael Savage, but tomorrow who will it be? Tell me who it will be tomorrow. Do you want to go into 1,000 years of darkness? I certainly don't. But if you leave me out here alone, twisting in the wind, you may be next, or someone that you admire on another side of the political spectrum could be on the list tomorrow because they fall in disfavor with a government. Don't you understand that? And so you have to do the right thing. I don't know what it is you want to do or what it is you have to do. I'll leave that to you, but this is a very, very, very dangerous time in the history of this country. And look where the threat is coming from. It's coming from England itself, our so-called father country. The country that this nation had such great relations with for so many years has now become, what shall I say, a trustworthy partner in the war on terror when they've taken the side of terrorism itself. Don't you see what's going on here? Okay, I'll take the callers on the Savage Nation. Again, the phone number is 1-800-449. What we are talking about is the fact that I am the only American on that list in the media. Michael Savage, radio host, banned from the United Kingdom for my views, not for my actions. Notice what is going on here. I have been banned from the United Kingdom because of my views. That is thought control, my friends. The thought police are operational right now. How is that possible? because you don't like what I have to say? Well, I will remind you that the First Amendment protects what I have to say and protects what you have to say, and I'll have to say to you again. The whole point of the First Amendment was to protect offensive speech, not polite speech. Polite speech does not need protection. Who is going to oppose it? It is offensive speech that needs protection. That is what it was written for. It was written so that the new America could give its citizens the freedom to speak out against government officials who would try to take away their freedoms. The First Amendment was written so that Americans would have the courage to stand up to any emerging tyranny in America that started to look like the very England that America broke away from. And so you must be very, very careful which side you take in this discussion. In fact, I would hope that the people who oppose my viewpoints most would support me now most. I'll be right back.